Good morning, universe. How are we doing? It is the day, ooh, after Friday. Yeah, that would be no, not Monday. Well, I was about to say Monday. That would be Saturday. Welcome to Saturday. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having fun. But why don't you have a whole starting stream video that people can join on? Number one, not that many people joining. Number two, it's a nuisance to edit it out on YouTube. So we don't do it. We don't do that stuff here. That professional, high level, high skill, high courtesy maneuvers. No, we just go straight in, raw dog it like an animal. I can close V-Bridger. So today we will, of course, do a little bit of rambling, and then we'll jump into PBTA. In fact, we might just jump straight into PBTA. Yeah, let's go. Browser. So here's our browser. It's a browser. And I've not turned camera on. There you go. That's something I'd forgotten. It's early in the morning. 11 a.m. Goodness, so early. Not enough. Why has it decided that it's going to do that? It was in portrait mode, which is weird, as I've never had it in portrait mode before. What I keep on hoping for is getting some decent background music. That'd be nice. Yeah, like for boom boom ch, boom boom ch, of Pecora and whatever. I'm having a problem talking today. Today is a difficult to talk. You know what I mean. So since we last met, I messed around with the sheet in here. So if we went Resma, which is the name of the character. So now we've mostly got the stuff that we have in on our little speed sheet, but I didn't note that I'd forgotten one thing, which was luck. So if I just quickly go back to the Tommel configure settings, PBTA sheet configuration, stick it on the side. Look, skill, special. We want a clock, right? Yeah. Copy. After this, right? So what we're doing here is just added in a new thingy on the left here, and we'll call it luck, and we'll call it calm luck, and it's got a max of 10, right? Save configuration, confirm an update. And now we should have luck. Luck. Yeah, okay, cool, right. And if we that's kind of annoying when it goes from that side. But hey, if we tick off 1, 2, 3, how many luck points has Resma got left? 5. So if I do that, and then we can click them down as we go. That sounds about right. Kind of similar to harm. If we go to like harm is... There's something we played around with, but that... yeah, okay, cool. I moved some stuff into little boxes. 1 second, let me just go grab the little boxes. Not that box. Not that box. That box. There we go, that box. We want that box. That's the box we want. That's the box we've got. I was just grabbing this for wee books, eh? Oh, this is for something else. This is for, you almost certainly can't read it. New Dungeons and Dragons thing that I might be starting soon. But I was looking at the Morganfort stuff, and I thought, well, maybe I could start off with the Morgan's Fort stuff again, and get that finished. We'll see. So armor is 1, cheated death 1. How much XP have you got at the moment? 2. Let's try and get this so that there we go. Let's just add the character in, right? We've got +2 in body. We've got -1 in mind, and we've got 0 in self. Looks where's Wild Furs has the distinctive look of someone who has arrived from the Outlands. Special? What was our special? Tough hide +1 armor. Tough hide +1 armor. So that's why we always have 1 armor. And skill was athletics, right? Athletics, yeah. So the theory being that if it's got something to do with our skill, we get +1. If it was something to do with special, we'd get advantage. Just because the other player that I'm playing with has stealth as their thingy, so they say that they get a ×2 on stealth checks because they're like, shadowy by default. That's a thing. I don't seem to be fitting in my little space very well. Let me just check. I've grown. I've eaten many pies because pies are delicious. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. And that's the character. The character's done. Resma the barbarian. Pretty sure that's not how you spell barbarian. But today it is. A barbarian wouldn't mind anyway. So where did we leave off last time? Let's go here. Resma of a barbarian. We were in the Temple of Betraying Pits. And we had a map. Can I? We had a map, and this is the map. Oh, I remember. We'd arrived, had a fight with a magic dog, met a magic plant that healed all our wounds, and found the stairs down. That's where we were. That's what had happened. So, question for us is, do we think we should use a pre-generated dungeon map? I had some fun using pre-generated dungeon maps the other day, not for this, but when I did this with a friend. Or shall we keep on? I think we'll keep on going with the way that we were doing it last time with the random dungeon generator. But maybe we'll use a slightly different random dungeon generator. Shall we use a different random dungeon generator? I think I found one that I wanted to use. 1 second. I think I also filed it away in my cupboards. So let me just go check on that. So if we go in here, Then we take a look around. We're looking for solo engines. Solo engines. That's Wayfinders. That's Star Trek. That's Star Wars. That's solo engines. We found the solo engines. Yes, we have. We'll put them there and open them up. Yes, we will. I think. Oh, yeah, there it is. The campaign notebook is what I want. The campaign notebook has got all these wee geomorphs. And then stuff. So we should do this. Let's do this. Let's turn you around the right way and let's lock you in so you don't try and wobble off. And then everything's in the way. Everything's always in the way. We've talked about this many times. Let's use a campaign notebook. So the way we do this is when we go through a door is we roll D8 to get the row, D8 to get the across. And then something here to do with special rooms. What's this? If creating cave or cavern system, you may want to avoid the limit on doors. What's this? Exploration by predetermined size, exploration by finding special rooms, exploration until thingamajig. Okay, so if we go here, what do we got? Dice, nothing, discovery, positive encounter, negative encounter, theme, type, discovery, clue, passive, hostile, doors, room purpose, special room, geological, right, okay, so what you do is dungeon die. If it's a discovery 1 to 3, it's a special room. Okay. Cool. Well, let's do this. Let's see where this takes us. Now, as we remember, we had all of our pain was fixed. I did a really dinky version of this card. Probably good for I don't know. Probably too hard to read. Anyway, yeah, it's our character. Keyboard can come over here for like emergency typing. Get off. Stop holding on. Stop holding on. And we'll roll on the special room for the entrance, right? Oh, yeah, I won't bother rolling on size. Because I reckon we'll just kind of end it when it's big enough, kind of thing, right? So Resma, our bold barbarian, has been exploring this ruins. They're looking for. What were you looking for, Resma, old buddy? It's on the previous page. That's where it is. You were looking for. We're in the altered temple, into the temple of the betraying pits. So we are looking for. Yes, they kidnapped. They'd kidnapped they'd kidnapped someone, right? Resma swears they will return to get revenge someday. But yeah, wherever we should go to the hex roll map. Let me bring you over here, browser. Let's check for logbook as well. Check for logbook. Maybe I've made better notes of the logbook today. No, we're me and my glorious log taking. So I reckon. We can search, right? Betraying Temple of Betraying Pits. There we go. It's there. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, cool. The stairs lead down. Temple of Betraying Pits is hidden in one of the thingies. Cool. Yeah. So we found this is where we are and this is what we're doing. And we were here because we weren't here just because we like causing trouble. Trimmer, help requested. Trimmer's contraption is somewhere in the Tomb of Twisted Blood. That's not what we're looking for. Partial of a House of Blaze. What are we doing there? Well, oh, right, okay. Yeah. So whilst we're attempting to sell this weird magic box we've got, someone wealthy noticed and is paying unwanted attention to us. Okay. Somehow I've not managed to write down a note of why on earth we're coming here. That's good. Well, that's annoying. Colourful, hallucinating, weary, Resma. Why are we here? What are we doing? This is what peak solo playing performance looks like. House requested an heirloom of sentimental value needs returning. Trimor's contraption is somewhere in the Tomb of Twisted Blood. Well, I'm not at the Tomb of Twisted Blood. Weird box, Summoned Lord. We managed to travel across the first day with ease. Went to stay at Castle Alvila. Oh yeah, we stayed at a castle in the mountains, and someone tried to kidnap us. We find a travelling caravan. Marwyn Don kidnapped someone. Nobody noticed until the next day, and everyone had gone their separate ways. Okay, cool. So I've not noted down why we've come here at all. That's really good of me. I really appreciate that. Temple of Betraying Pits. Golden Helm, glass balls, decorated sword. That's why we're here. And now let's make a good note of this so that we don't forget. We're looking for we're looking for edit. Yeah, looking for golden. Is it a golden sword? Decorated sword. In the Temple of Betraying Pits. Yeah. The decorated sword. Yeah, that's why we're here. Cool. Top bananas. That makes sense. We knew we had to be here for a reason, didn't we? So truly fan-dabby-dozy. Right. So, right. Now we remember why we're here. So we head into the dark. How many... we've got 3 dungeon rations and 4 adventuring gear. This should be fun. So, let's go. We're going to kind of use the special room for the first one. Does it tell us special rooms to complete? Oh, right. One of these will just be a special room. So which one? Entrances. So we roll a d8 on entrances. Let's roll a d8 on the entrances. 3. Fat one. Is the star the start? Yeah, the star is the start. So, this is always... It's always one of those... Do I manage to start the thing in the right box, right? I reckon those kind of like... These are 10 foot, so these are probably like half the width of these, something like... let's ask a couple more questions, though. Right, you go like that. You're 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. And there's a door there, right? And you got stairs would go up. Cool, there we go, stage 1. But what we were going to do is go under here and go well, we know what type is, at least for this floor, which is it's going to be a crypt temple. Where were we? Temple of, yes, so it's going to be temple themed. It's going to be temple themed. Let's just make a note of that in here. Temple themed floor. Temple themed floor. For the main. And anything interesting here? Special room, common room, items, hazards. Fiddlesticks. What chaos level are we at? We're at 6. Okay. And some tea. I need some tea whilst we think. So, I think something that we notice is that it looks like the dust on the floor is the dust on the floor is not as settled as you'd imagine, as if there have been people kind of using this pathway recently. Right, that's a bit odd. So, old Resma is going to go up to this door, and we're going to give it an open, right? So there's a door table there. 7, it's locked. Annoying. Resma's only immediate answer to a locked door, of course, is violence. So we will smash. We will smash this door. Smash the door. Oh, and we smash the door with great ease. Right. Smash open the door. Do we hear anything in the corridor? Let's ask the question to the Fate engine. 21. Yes, we hear something in the corridor. What do we hear in the corridor? Well, we've got a sounds option here, so 7. Screaming. We hear screaming in the distance. Screaming echoes through the darkness. Reassuring. Now I reckon let's roll. See what we get. 6. This row. 8. 6, 8. This. So continues from probably like 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is like it's probably like around about here, right? And it's 2 by 2. So kind of like this, and then with another door kind of here, right? Okay, we'll have a little listen at the door, and I guess before we listen at the door, let's decide if there's something in here, right? D8. 6. Oh, a passive encounter. Have we got a thing for passive encounters? We do. Passive encounter 3. An adventuring NPC. Okay. We should probably make a note of these. Room 1, entrance. Room 2, passive NPC. And it's a common room, right? So 8. Trash room. Trash room. It makes sense given like its proximity to the entrance, and it's kind of a pass through there. Sorry, I was just finishing my tea. Delicious. Cool. Okay. Trash room. Adventuring NPC. How many NPCs are there, right? I'd say normally you're going to be traveling with like at least. So, right, 6 of them. Oh, sorry, you can't see it when it's up there. Should put it here. That's a better place. Back into there, back into there. Okay. That's more like it. Get that a bit more out of the way. Right, so there's an adventuring NPC in there. There's 6 of them. There's a group, there's a party of NPCs. Should probably roll for reaction, right? We get no modified. 3. They are very unpleased to see Resma. They attack Resma, right? I suspect I know why. And Resma is like, fair enough. We could all play at this party. And Resma, because Resma's been attacked, Resma will take no qualm about laying into this fight because Resma is a barbarian. Let's have a roll. See what happens. So he will be using his force of arms against them all. Oh my word! With a 4. With a 4 plus 2, that's a 6, so that's a failure. I'll say that with this result, what happens is the fight starts, and they're like, "Oh God, it's another one of these evil cultists." And basically, they fire a dart at him. In fact, no, there's a wizard, and the wizard casts sleep. Right, and Resma kind of collapses on the ground, and they start kind of fumbling around, and they're like, "Wait a minute, is this guy really one of them?" I mean, he doesn't look like a cultist. I mean, he's clearly an outlander, and he's not really kind of like dressed like all the rest. I mean, he's wearing a few furs, and he's got some adventuring gear and rations and stuff. Do we think that he's actually a bad guy? And they kind of like keep him tied up. And when he comes round, he's like, "Oh, what have you done to Resma the brave and bold barbarian? And they're like, what are you doing here? And he's like, I'm here to rescue a decorated sword for someone back in Gura. And they're like, oh, so you're not a member of the Brotherhood. What Brotherhood? The only Brotherhood I am part of is the Brotherhood of mayhem and chaos in the glory of battle. And that's not even just a brotherhood, that's a familyhood. Ah, right. Sorry. Well, this location is we think being used by cultists who are trying to do something nefarious and evil. Yes, cultists? Ah, I spit in the face of cultists. I am Resma, the barbarian. I am bold and brave, and I will smash cultists. What are you doing here? Well, we were here to try and deal with these cultists. Ah, you are good for people. Why did you put good Resma the barbarian to sleep? This is an outrageous situation. But I suppose I could be convinced that it was an honest mistake on your part. I know that you inlanders are strange, unusual, paranoid, and pesky. And they kind of all look at each other and look at Resma, the big hulking barbarian, and start to think about it. So they let him go. And he's like, aha, I will continue my operations. And they're like, we're kind of tired. We're gonna camp outside. And good. You camp. I will head deeper in. Well, be careful, Resma, for barbarian. He's like, I am never careful. Careful is not something I understand. And he strides back into the darkness. And we're like, what a guy. And Resma heads deeper into the complex. So he'll go down this way. Feels like that's what he's doing. He's been a little bit surprised. He's had a little bit of a sleep. He's feeling rejuvenated. Resma feels rejuvenated. Ah, glorious. And we'll roll for the next room. Good old Resma. Good old Resma. We managed to escape the smell of trash. This is good. So, what do we get? 3. This one. 7. 3, 7. That room. It's a funny looking room. If we go this way. That sounds good to me. So it could come out here and go like that, right? And it looks like a... If we kind of invert... Well, no, then that would be... If we've done it that way, then... No, right, so if we kind of take it that way and flip it, right? This would be that way, and flip it. Yeah. This goes about 4. It's like a 4, something like this. This will do. We're not here to be the best cartographers in the universe, my friends. We're here to make silly little adventures for this silly little barbarian. Like so, right? So this is room 3. Has it got a door at either end? No, it's an open area. So, dungeon die. What have we got going on? 5. Discovery. So discovery, one of these. 5. Geologic. Okay, what's that? Here. 5. Fungi. He's such a fun guy. Everyone makes that joke whenever they come across fungi. So this is like a mushroom garden, right? So this is kind of like a mushroom garden. And the others must have just come up through here a little while ago. Because this is a straight thingy, right? But Resma being Resma is he's had endless fun with fungi. So he's going to take a look around and see if he can find anything. Have we got a table for? There's a table, and I think it goes something like. For every, so it's kind of like the door table, right? For every room, and it's like 1 through 3 is empty. 4 is it's nothing. So nothing. 4 is a monster. 4 to 5 is a monster. 6 is a trap, a room trap, and then you'd have 1, 2, 3, or 1 through 3, 4, 5, 6 along the top. I think that's it's my housemate. Sorry about that. Delicious coffee has arrived, though. Delicious coffee has been delivered, 'cause my housemate is the best. Right, and then you'd have a table here, right? And you'd be like, on 1 to 3, 4 to 5, 5, right? Blank, 6, treasure, right? With a monster, you'd be like, treasure, treasure, treasure. And with a trap, you'd be like, treasure, treasure. Something like that, right? And when we talk trap, it could be a puzzle as well. Not that puzzles are very easy to do in a solo game, right? Because I bet there's probably a way that you could do it, and it's probably a mini game developer. I wouldn't want to do anything like chess puzzles or anything like that because I'm stupid. There was a time when I was probably pretty good at things like chess puzzles, but that time is not now, right? But anyway, you'd roll to go okay, right? So if we go, this is that one, this is that one, right? So 2 is an empty room, 4 is empty, right? So there's nothing in this room. But Resma, of course, will have a little search around because Resma is Resma, and Resma likes to search around, and he loves mushrooms, probably a bit too much. So we should probably have a dungeon tracker as well, right? Time tracker. Only for random monsters. So we've gone 1 room, 2 room, 3 rooms, 2 corridors, plus an encounter. We'll say that we've done 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not the easiest way to keep track of it. Let's change that. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. I should really just print out or get a hold of one of the proper dungeon trackers. It would be easier than messing about like this. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my dungeon tracker. That's what I'm going to do. Dungeon time tracker. AI assistant. Why are there AI assistants in everything? Print it in full fat mode. Size, that one. Yeah, cool. Distractions. We've got lots of little distractions. And this is why I need to stream whilst doing this, because otherwise I wouldn't get anything done. I had a great night last night. I kind of sat there with a friend. I was about ready to go to bed, and they were like, "Do you wanna sit up and watch Has Been Hotel?" And I was like, "Do I want to sit up and watch Has Been Hotel?" That's a silly question, my friend. Is there anything I'd like more than sitting around and watching Has Been Hotel? The answer to that question is, of course, there is nothing that I would like to do more than sit around and watch Has Been Hotel. So I sat around and we watched Has Been Hotel, and it was good. Too much paper now. The paper is building up around me. Part of my computer is angry. Why are you angry? What are you doing? Why is there a big spinning thing on the middle of my Adobe Acrobat? Fuck you. What are you doing? Close. Oh well, it seems like that's broken. I won't faff around with it though. It can just stay there and be broken. What was I just thinking about? I can't remember. I'm sure it was very important, really interesting, very exciting. Probably something to do with hobbits. Oh yeah, Has Been Hotel, what I did last night. That was good. Had fun. Oh yes, what I was just thinking about is where can I get this? Oh, that's what I wanted. Need you out. Right, cool. And I need you to be out of my way a bit. And I need you. No, I'm going to need that. Let's just put you. I can't remember a better way. I'm going to come up with a better way of dealing with that problem. Right, okay, cool. So Resma is going to have a look around in here, not find anything of interest. And is there a wandering monster? No. Right. So we will roll for the next dungeon morph. Next geomorph. What is it? 1. This row. And 5. Oh, that looks exciting. Well, we know the door's not here, so... it's kind of like 4 down. Right. I mean, it's clearly not what it's like. That's the side of the door. So this should be more like a 3. And the doors are not opposite each other. So the door is on this side. Right. Well, there's a passageway on that side, and then there's a door over here. Right? And then we've got 3 pillars. And then a door on this side, right? Like so. Cool, that's exciting. What kind of room are we looking at? 1, nothing. Okay, cool. Not a very exciting room. It is a common room of some sort. Okay. And yeah, common room. Nothing exciting in here at all. Let's have a quick look on our excitement matrix. 1, 2, so that's nothing as well. So nothing, definitely nothing. Nothing at all. Is there anything interesting about these columns? Let's ask the oracle. Fake question. Are these columns decorated in dark and foreboding imagery? Question mark. Copy. To chat. 82. No, they're just columns. Just normal, everyday, not very exciting columns. Perfectly uninteresting columns. So these are just boring columns that hold up the ceiling. Question. Door or passageway? I feel like Resma's going to be lured by the allure of a door. And let's remember to mark off this. And let's see what we get. Another door. 2. So on this line. 7. Oh, that's not going to be awkward to draw at all. Secret door. Okay. So, we've got a little thingy here. And then we've got a hexagon. Is it a hexagon? It is a hexagon. So let's just imagine this is a flat side. Flat side. Yeah, this is a flat side. This is a slopey side. That's a slopey side. That's a flat side. That's a slopey side. That's a slopey slide. Something like that. There you go. That's the best we're going to get out of me on this. Remember the secret door. Now, Resma is not the best at finding things like secret doors. So, let's just see. Rolling on mind, which is -1. 6, 5. No, Resma doesn't find a secret door. And in fact, you know, whilst Resma's kind of looking around, so he doesn't see the secret door. It'd be on the opposite, so that would be the secret door, right? Resma doesn't see the secret door, and I feel that with a failure, there's some kind of beastie that's going to come in. Some kind of beastie. Now, this first floor we know is occupied by cultists, right? Demon-worshipping cultists. So let's roll a D8 on hostile. 6 trap. Well, I guess that makes sense as well, right? Trap, because Resma isn't the most lucky. What kind of trap? D8. 1. Trap. Weapon. Okay. So there's an appealing looking sword on the wall, and Resma goes over and grabs it. What does it do? That's the question. Have we got another little option for what traps? What the trap might do? No. Okay. Wilderness encounters, dungeon encounters, settlement encounters. No, that's not what we're after. Loot in the body, magic items. No, that's exciting. Oh, there's a little option in thingy, right? Trap, dungeon traps. Let's click on that. 17 blades. Okay. Duplicate. Duplicate blades. Blades is simple. Duplicate is weird. Duplicate blades. What do you think that could be? Blades was pretty simple, but duplicate blades. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. It's a bit weird. I think I'm going to roll again. Nothing's coming to me. Disrupt fire. All right, that sounds more like it. Disrupt fire. Well, number one, I need to remember that I need to route my audio to my headset. That'd be good. Number two, let's give it some tunes. Oh my word, I haven't even imported my RPG table musicals. Looping loop, loopity loop. Standard. Atmosphere. Peaceful, rustic, spiritual, otherworldly, dreary, mystical. I always like dreary. Import. Yeah. Don't worry. It's all going fine. Nothing's going wrong. Everything's wonderful. You don't need to worry your little head about it, my dears. Bygone age, ruins of a kingdom. Oh, ruins of a kingdom sounds like it might be good. Try it out. There we go. A little bit of BGM going on. Ooh, how I treat you, wayward, wonderful souls. So, fire starts to jet out of these walls, and smoke is filling up the room. Resma, of course, will immediately spring into action and attempt to get out of all this fire. And with a 9 plus 2, 11, he barrel rolls, ducks under the fire, and barrel rolls back to this door, managing to escape for deadly trap that he'd set off. In many ways, whenever he picks anything up, I suppose that he's always operating under the basis that it might try and kill him, because, you know, he's done this several times, and he's pretty used to having to leg it post, eating mushrooms or harassing quiet little swords or any of the rest of it. So, you know, it's good. We're good. He's fine. Let's just make you a bit smaller. Right. So that's turn. We've got a monster check. 4. That's not a monster. And then. And then. You should probably make a note of that room. Because if I don't, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to forget all about it. Room 3 was a mushroom room. Room 4 was a common room. Room 5, hexagonal room with, what are they called? What are those things? What am I looking at? What am I thinking about? Who am I? What's going on? Why do all my internal organs hurt? I can't remember. Oh yes, the hexagonal room with a secret door. Door and a fire trap triggered by grabbing a exciting, and he is looking for a sword, right? Looking sword. R6. We don't know yet. Going down this way. So Resma is going to go down here. Let's see what we get. What do we get? Row 1. Okay. Here again. 7. This one. That looks like some kind of pit trap to me. So if we go like that, yeah, it is a pit. And then we went And we went like this, right? And then we put, I don't know, this room looks like a 3 by 4 again. Three by 4. With a door in the middle there. Right. Okay, cool. What room? What kind of room are we looking at? 4. Discovery. Discovery is 7. Clue. Okay. Clue is here. 8. Conversation. No. Okay. Conversation. So that would imply that there's either something in here, near here, or comparable. Let's just make some notes of this, because this is the room, discovery, clue, conversation. Problem is that Resma, as we've already established, is not the most sneaky and cunning of people. And we can kind of imagine that if he sees 2 cloaked individuals having a discussion. Well, also, here's a question, right? If we go to the thread list. Dark followers, people trying to break the Black Dragon free. House of Thingy. We've also got Black Brotherhood. And we've got the exciting sword, right? If we go into the browser for a second, right? So these are all our different threads, right, that are going on. I think our question should be, what are they talking about? The exciting sword. Okay, so there's are these dark cultists? Are these dark Brotherhood? Question mark. Yes. Okay, so the Dark Brotherhood are talking about how they acquired what's her name? Talking about how they acquired how they acquired Tyranthea's sword of wish-making, and how they're going to use it as part of their sacrificial ritual to raise the Dark Lord, right? And of course, at that moment, I feel that Resma will leap out of the darkness to accost them and teach them the errors of their ways, right? He doesn't worry about the pit. The pit traps aren't a fucking problem for him. So he was listening at the door, kicks through the door. Where is this sword I demand of you? And they're like, what? There's 2 of them, but let's have a gander. See what he does. I mean, of course, violence is the answer. And with an 11, violence is enacted. Resma kind of smashes one of them in the face with his fist, because Resma doesn't want to kill them. Kind of smashing the guy down into the ground. He just like crumples like a crash car. The other one kind of turns to like try and run away, but Resma brings down the butt of his what on earth is he using at the moment? A giant hammer? I think he's using a giant hammer. Almost certainly using a giant hammer. He was using a battle axe at one point, but now he's definitely using that giant hammer he found. He springs down the butt of this giant hammer on the back of the guy's head, and he kind of also crumples to the ground. And he's like, "Aha! I have accosted you, cowardly fools. Where is the exquisite sword?" And they're like, "Dear Lord, please don't hurt us. We're We don't know what you're talking about. He's like, you do, I was listening to you. Tell me about it. And he punches one in the head again. And we go, ah! I have no patience for your little lander's slow reaction to impending doom and destruction. I wish to know where the sword is. And, there you go. Let's, see ya. That's my housemate guy. We've got to go see their mother. Mother needs a sofa moved, you see. So, that's what he's doing. I reckon this is going to be like a mind roll, because also, yeah, they might just lie to him. 7. So that's a partial success. So what he finds out is it's on this floor. Let's say it's a certain number of rooms away. In fact, we could probably... How many rooms do we think it is? 2d6? D6 plus a number? D6 plus 4. I still want to explore more rooms. D6 plus 4, so 6 rooms away. So we've got us another clock. I don't think we're going to get anything in here, are we? Right? So if we put a clock down here, 1, 2, 3. It's a 6 room clock. Room clock. Okay, so we got a wee room clock there. I tell you what, I've got all of my body parts are on their way out. I'm too young to be this perpetually damaged, I'm sure. Anyway, if anyone's managed to watch this far, feel free to leave a like and a subscribe and all the rest of it, you know. Feed the algorithm. Increase chances of other folks finding us. Although then there's always a risk that they might talk, and that'd be terrible. We don't need that. We don't need that at all. So we've battered crap out of these two chaps. We need to have a little rest. So we're going to have a little rest, and we're going to roll for a random. We don't get a random, so we're good. Next, this door. So D8. 1 unlocked. And most of these doors won't be stuck because there's human traffic, so to speak. And the resume heads deeper in, opening the door, and what have we got? A 7. 7. This row, all the way down here. 7. And then 3. 7 and 3. Oh, it's a dead end. Interesting. What on earth are these geezers doing down here? That's interesting. That's kind of like, okay. Is this solid block a magical device? Where are we now? So, room 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Room 7. Big block. Is this block a magical device? Question C. Is it a magical device to chat? 23. Yes. Okay. Right. So that's a magical device in there. And then we've not rolled on this table. 3. Discovery. What is for discovery? 8. Treasure. What's for treasure? A weapon. Okay. Weapon. Where's my OSC book? Or maybe I'll get the. Maybe this will have something interesting in it. Clothing, armor, jewelry, weapons. 131. I gave my friend, so my friend's playing this as well, right? But I gave them a dwarven rod of unmoving, right? So, an immovable rod. I hope that they do endless dumb things with it. That's my hope. D100. Okay. So... yeah, okay, so D100. Come to me, D100. 35. Right, what we got at 35? 35. Bow of the Spectral Wolf. Twice per day, the user can shoot an arrow that takes the shape of a darting spectral wolf. The wolf mauls the target for 15 seconds before dispersing into a cloud of sparks. This bow regains 1 charge at dawn and 1 charge at dusk. Wow, this is awesome. This is the coolest. That's one of the coolest things I've ever rolled on this table. Okay, let's keep that. That's a keeper. We should probably. Okay, let's do this. Come on, you. Bow of the Spectral Wolf. Now, I can see in my head like a really cool picture for this. Now, what we're not going to bother trying. A heavy oak bow with a fur-wrapped grip. So it's just kind of like a... yeah. And in fact, I mean, it's very on brand, isn't it, right? You know, heavy fur, heavy kind of like fur, kind of rags hanging off of it, heavy fur, kind of bindings, right? Yeah, not at all the elegant kind of bow of the fine archer. Very much the kind of grrr. Grr, I'm an angry wolf. Kind of. Grr. I'm an angry wolf. Rah. Angry wolf. Just need to, add it there in. Angry wolf. 2 charges per day. Ooh. He's that's going to be... I mean, he doesn't know what it does yet, but when he does, he's going to have endless fun. History. The fur on this bow came from the hide of Antea, the great wolf of the northern mountains. She is believed to be a local deity, keeping watch over those who walked the mountain paths. When she grew old and finally passed quietly away, the villagers turned her hide into a bow, an axe, and a cloak, so that her magic could be remembered for years to come. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Oh shit, I should have remembered what page that was on, shouldn't I? It was in the threes, so it's 300 and... 335, page 146. AA and CC, page 146. Okay. It's a good book. If you've not got it and you need interested in random items that are system agnostic, I highly recommend it. Right. Magic Cube. Also, Magic Cube. I reckon this is going to be a magic cube of return, right? So I reckon he touches it, it goes blue. It's like a checkpoint system, right, for a mega dungeon or a connection, an interconnection of dungeons, right? You can return to anyone that you've touched. Anyway, he's got no idea what it is. So this means he's going to have to backtrack, right? You're going to backtrack into 6. Oh, pencil's coming apart. Backtracks into 6. Roll for a random encounter. No random encounter. Backtracks to 4. I mean, Resma doesn't even for a moment think any of this is weird, right? He's kind of like, whatever. And we've done 1 room since starting the clock, right? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Monster check. 5. No, we're good. 4. And rest. Monster check. No monster. Okay, we're back in this corridor. Head in that direction. Okay. So what's at the end of this corridor? D8. 1. Nothing. Okay. Oh wait, no, that's for the room shape. So 1. This right? 7. Oh, that room again. No, we've already got one of those. Let's give it a 5. No, let's go with a 7. We rolled it first. We'll stick with it. So I reckon this is going to have a door here. I mean, I kind of feel like it's going to go like this. Like that. This is room 8, right? This is 7. This is 8. So, what do we got? What do we got? 4. A discovery. Pretty lucky with these rooms so far, I'll be frank. Discovery 4. Geologic. Okay, what we got? Geologic 7. Mist. Okay. Is this mist magical? It's a room 7. Oh no, room 8. Yeah, room 8. Room 8 mist. Is the mist magical? Question mark. Fake question. Exceptionally yes. Okay. Spell effects. Communicate. Strange. Okay, so I reckon that the the strange communication effect is that you can talk abyssal. Right? Is it magical? Yes. Yes. For one day after being exposed, you can speak and understand abyssal languages. Makes sense, I suppose, if it's just kind of the layer of a demon communicating cult, but they have a way of communicating with their demon, and that's how. Okay, cool. Donk. Next room is going to be a check, no random event. Let's see what the room looks like. Free. Oh, don't know if we've had a free yet. No, we have. We've had a 3, 6. This room. So that's kind of like a... Oh, we've been forgetting to roll for doors. Oh well. The door table isn't very exciting, I'll be frank. But we'll remember this time to check the door, right? So this goes up a little bit. And then we've got again a room a bit like this. Give it a 2 by 3. We've got a door on this side. And a secret door on that side. Now let's check to see the door. 6. So the door is a 6, so the door's locked. Resma's only solution to locked doors is violence. So he's going to hack through that there door. 4, 5 plus 2, 7. Something happens. Monster, I presume. Will arrive, but also what's the story of this door? This room is a passive encounter. Okay, passive encounter with a corpse. So there's a corpse in here. Room 9. Corpse. Now, whenever I see a corpse, that's almost certainly an indicator of something. Corpses aren't just laying around for no good reason. So let's have a think about that for a second. But once we've done the rest of this room, secret door, and yeah. So what's the story of this corpse? Let's go for a actions, descriptions. Probably. Let's try action table. Names, curses, alien species, undead, monsters, meanings. What do we get off a dungeon meaning table? Let's have a look. Bleak. Full. Bleak full. Weird. That doesn't give me any thoughts. Very simple. Does this corpse indicate? Let's ask a question. Is this corpse indicative of a future threat? Question mark. 36. Yes, it is indicative of a future threat. Okay. So the corpse is indicative of a future threat. Cool. What kind of future threat will it be? Does the corpse look like it's been poisoned? Does the corpse look like it's been poisoned? Poisoned? Question mark? Fake question. Yes, okay. So, this is indicative that there is a poison-based monster trap up ahead. So, we just need to remember that the next monster that we encounter, or the next trap we encounter, should be poison-based and not just random. Now, one thing we have remembered is that we've done 2 more rooms, right? So 1, 2, and let's see if Resma can find that there. Oh my word! With a 10, well, with an 11, that's a 10. Resma notices that there's a strange seam along that wall, which is a truly magnificent moment for Resma, who has generally not been the best at detecting doors. Now, this secret door, is it free? Unlocked. Okay. So they find a stone, they press the stone, the door opens. Nice and simple. This is good. This is probably the route towards the thingamajig, right? It's behind a secret door. That's probably what evil cult brotherhood kind of people do. This is good. We're good. And once again, I forgot to bother to tell on. I only checked on Streamlabs desktop if there was a plugin for threads. There is not. It's annoying. The Go Live plugin. Be good if there was, but no one really cares about threads, and I don't. You know, so if it was fucking Twitter, it would be fine. But I can't use Twitter. Not as me. Anyway. Sorry, I forgot. Sometimes. Yeah. I remember moaning about someone who's going, "Oh, not political." I am. Fuck you. Yeah. The narco-socialist slime. We live down in the dungeon commune. It's all great. We love it. What am I doing? And why am I doing it? I can't remember. Ah, right, this room, yeah. I can remember. Let's roll to find out what kind of room it is. Number 4. Okay, so 4 is this hero. 4, 3. Just to really fill me with joy there. Look at that, a hexagon and everything. Well, not a hexagon. It's not as bad. It's a you know, a diamond, a square. It's just a square. It's just a silly little square. That's what it is. So we go in this way, and there's a little flat bit, and then it goes. Oh goodness. Oh no, we're fine, right? Because it's more of a octagon with a flat end, right? Like so. Now this door is unlocked. This room is 8. Uh-oh. Hey, at last. Hostile encounter. The hostile encounter is 2. High creature. Okay, what does that mean? I mean, I can guess. Creatures? Do we got a table for creating creatures in here? No. But, given our previous encounter of the poison beastie, I guess in here is some kind of pet of the cult. So I reckon it's kind of a chimera, right? some kind of demonic-based chimera. So it's got like if you think about it, it's got like a scorpion's tail is a requirement, right? Scorpion tail. If we merge together 3 beasties, right? So scorpion, bear's body, and a owl's head, right? So I reckon that makes it very perceptive. The body means it's very tough, and the scorpion tail means poison and lashing, right? So this is going to have an actual harm counter because it is a big boy, not just a pack of noise. So if we give it 5 harm, because it's pretty tough. It's probably also got armor, right? I mean, it's tough, right? So armor, so it does like -1 harm. Its standard attack, again, it's got that bear, so I reckon it's doing 3 harm. Yeah, 3 harm is standard for bear attack, or 1 harm recurring for poison, right? And that'll get past armor, right? So ignores armor. What do we think the owl head attack will be? So that's kind of like bear attack. That's scorpion attack. Owl's claws, but claws are covered by the bear. I mean, it's got a big old nasty looking beak, right? Beak attack hits critical organs, right? So it can like pluck out organs, is what it can do with that. It's in a smallish enclosed space. So yeah, what are we going to do? Well, I reckon first things first, Resma will attempt to distract the creature, because it's got big bright owl eyes. So he's gonna lob his torch in the owlbear's face, hoping to make it kind of bemused and confused, right? And this, I'm feeling, is a mind-based thing, right? That's an 8, so it's a success. So it's blinded. So we need to take that into account. But sacrifice. I think the sacrifice is a level of dungeon adventuring equipment, right? Because he's thrown away some torches. So this thing's lashing around, clearly very angry, but also not able to see our guy Razma as he lifts up his hammer and attempts to smash the beastie's brains into the floor, right? That's probably what he's going to try and do. 6 plus 2. So we've got another success with a consequence, right? So the success is we hit, right? And we do 2 points of damage, right? 1, 2. And I reckon that so it's blind. It's taken 2 levels of harm, which I think probably one of its attacks are probably off the table, right? And it can't be perceptive anymore, so it can't see. It can't use like its owl attack whilst it's blind. But what it can do is the other two, and I think 1 to 3 it's going to use a bear attack. 4 to 6 it's going to use a poison attack. 4 to 6 it's going to use a poison attack. So it's as it's flashing around, kind of, very angry. The stinger lashes out and stabs Razma, who is now taking poison damage. Right? Poisoned. Right? Poisoned. So mark down that level of bruised. So I kind of messed around with the because you could take it to condition instead of taking direct harm. Which kind of gives them. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. We'll just keep on using this normal track for now. And Resma is going to smash via tail. That's what Resma's going to do. Oh, and with an 11 he does. So he smashes the scorpion tail, and this kind of green goo sprays everywhere out of the back of it, right? So it's like Zoidberg, but with green goo spurting out of a severed tail. And then that's good. And then Resma's going to follow that up by just ramming. What else does Resma have on them? I'll tell you what Resma doesn't have. Resma doesn't have antidotes. Resma is gonna just crush the creature's skull, right? It's blind. It's lost its tail. Resma is ready to finish this off. 4, 6, 8, 8. So Resma smashes the creature's skull, but he feels the effects of the poison running through his body, and it's making it hard to concentrate. That's that, right? The creature collapses to the ground, and Regma is victorious. Question is there any gold? Treasure, even. So if we look back to our little, where's our little table? It's in here. Basically 4 or more is gold. 1, no gold. So this, because again, it's that makes sense. It's just it's their pet that they keep down here to feed intruders to, right? To stop intruders. And we're going to go to the right because there's more paper in that direction. We could go to the left and kind of go onto that one. Shall I go left? Go on. If I say I'm going right, I'm just doing it for meta reasons. So let's go left. Well, also, I mean, I reckon that the noise there will have alerted the Black Brotherhood to our presence. But let's go. So a funny thing. There's a funny thing that's going to go on with this. Row 2. Row 2. Number 7. I can't be bothered to draw that. It really wants it though. But I'm really not going to do it. 6. Bridge. Okay. So in this direction. There's a bridge. Well, it's not going to be a room, is it? Because it's a bridge. But we'll roll to see if there's anything on the bridge. 5. Discovery. What's for discovery? 1. Special room. It's not really going to be a special room, is it? But okay, well, the next room is a special room. What kind of special room? I'm gonna kind of override this and say that it's a prison, because we're coming up to a sacrificial layer, right? So what's the prison look like? 4, row 4, row 4, row 4, number 5. Okay. Well, I mean, it's a prison. I'm going to kind of override it again, because I reckon a prison will be more like, it'll be kind of like so. It'll be like so, right? And then like a door here and a door here. And let's remember to knock off our little track. 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not giving them a bridge number, it's a bridge. And if there was hostiles on it, it might matter, but they weren't. Let's also... Room 9. Room 9 had that. Room 10. Room 10 was a demonic chimera. Demonic chimera that tried to eat me. And then room 11 is a prison with victims for sacrifice. This room is definitely going to be, well, are the because like, is the sacrifice imminent, right? Have the prisoners been taken for sacrifice? Question mark. Fake question. Yes. Okay, right. So the prison cells are empty. So the prison cells are empty, which leaves us to go. Are there bad guys left behind? I've been forgetting to mark off my track. I reckon we've probably done that. Okay, well, I've rolled a 1 on the whatchamacallit, so there are a collection of angry looking Brotherhood people in here, who, a few of them, and Ragnar is going to charge into them and swing his massive hammer at them, because he's on a mission to murder. 4, 8, so he vanquishes this group of what's it called? Of cultists, right? I reckon that what's going to happen is his poison is going to trigger another level of damage, right? So he is now suffering -1 to self as well. But the room is vanquished of bad dudes. But I reckon that we're going to search for bodies to see if they've got anything good on them. 5. They haven't got anything good on them. Annoying. Our boy is in trouble again because he's slowly but surely dying. Poultices and herbs. Well, if they can remove the harm, they won't be able to cure him of his poison. But I think he's going to have to, right? He's going to have to take some time, see if the poison leaves him, and do some healing with the poultices. So let's roll to see, kind of dungeon survival kind of roll. Probably using his body because he's trying to, he's toughing it out, right? So 7, 2, 9, and sacrifice. He's going to sacrifice one of his poultices and one of his bandages, right? And that's going to let us remove these. Right, so he's still bruised. He's still suffering, but he isn't poisoned anymore. But I'm going to reckon that's going to take him like an hour of sitting around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which means, he's going to have he might have some interruptions. He doesn't. Okay. Doesn't. Okay, so there are no interruptions as he's sat there, relaxing, maxing, chilling out, and doing the things, right? So he's good. He is good. He is good. Good. Okay. 2 more. Well, 1 more room, and then we find the room with the sword, which is almost certainly going to be a sacrificial chamber of some sort. We're going to go. It's getting a bit annoying trying to manage all this stuff. Come on, you. So, turn, room, roll 6. So row 6. Row 6. 6, 6. That's a funny looking room, isn't it? Funny looking corridor. So we're going to go, that kind of goes like so. And then there's a wee bobble that carries on. But then it also, this way, there's a secret passage that goes in this direction. Does our lad Razma identify that passage? My word, look at it. Razma's on fire. I mean, he's been having pretty poor rolls with his fighting, but boy oh boy, he's suddenly discovered that he, in fact, does know how to locate secrets. We should also probably roll for corridor content. 6. Another passive encounter. I'm getting pretty bored of passive encounters. What's a passive encounter? Event. What's the event? They've not included events on their lists of things. Okay, well, an event. We've got a way of doing events. We can go random event. Roll. 78. Ambiguous event. Great. Of all the events that you could roll, an ambiguous event was the least useful event that you could possibly have given me. It's like going, do you know what? What, even the system can't be bothered to be specific about whatever the hell is going on here. Ambiguous event. What do we think that is? And it's come up with truce and technology, which is absolutely meaningless. Reroll. This is more like it. PC negative. Develop. Failure. Develop, failure. Failure, develop. I have problems sometimes with oracles. I don't know. I'm going to roll another one. 11. NPC action. Communicate. Magic. Magic communication. Okay, well, let's roll on the character list. See if that makes any... Oh, there's nothing in my character list. That's a mistake. I should probably have something in my character list. Well, if we go back to ambiguous event, right? Truce technology, that's just a world event, right? Ambiguous event, truce technology. Two empires have decided to cease hostilities due to advances in military science, right? Whatever. World event, doesn't matter. Now there's this weird little bobbly thing down there. Yeah, weird little bobbly thing down here. Let's see if the location meaning table will be kind to us today. Damaged, smelly. It's a damaged toilet. This thing, right? It's a toilet. Right, so it goes down. Deep down. That's an another East 17 song, isn't it? Deep down. I think so. Right. So... Does that count as a room? I don't think it does. So, next. Row 3. Number 5. This thing. Okay, that looks like a pain to draw. But it comes back over here, so that's nice. So, if we go like so. Like so, and then like so, right? Something like this. It's got no doors. Mark off a room. So the next room is going to be our thingy. 1. So that's nothing in here. Clearly all the cultists are gathered for culting in the culting room. What can we smell? What can we smell? Waste. Why is the smell always bad? I think we can smell incense. There's a wafting smell of incense and the cries of fear and terror from beyond the passageway. As we, I reckon again we're gonna draw our own room here, right? So I reckon what we've got here is like more of a cavern, right? Like so. Huge cavern. Huge. With like a raised area here and a big pit. Right? Big old pit. And all the prisoners are up here. And this whole thing is like full of cultists. Cultist with a pointy hat. Cultist with pointy hat. Right? A very good cultist and an evil cultist. We can't, you know, it all depends on what cult you're a part of, right? But this is kind of a setup. They use the term demon in the book, but we're probably, it's more like an elder deity from beyond the realm, right? It's probably like a corridor coming off here. We've got some stairs up here, so this is how kind of like they led the folks onto a thingy. And there's probably like a route back here as well, right? And that's like the cultist slayer. Ooh, but we're looking at 1 p.m. so I've got to go. But you know, cultists next episode. Actually, maybe we should just drop this up now, right? What are we going to do? Oh, I know what we can do. Oh, and of course the sword, right? So the sword is kind of like in the big pointy man's hand, right? Big pointy man has sword. Right, so big pointy man's got the sword we need. I reckon we're gonna quietly punch a cultist in the head and steal his clothes. And then we're gonna use that to mingle and move towards the front, right, and try and get up onto these stairs, right? So that's gonna be what we're doing. I reckon this is self, right? Not mind. He's not doing it through clevers. He's doing it through, you know, force of will and charisma. 7. Okay, that's a partial success. So we can either sacrifice something. We can sacrifice something, or yeah, I reckon we've got, you know, we kind of imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of pushing through the crowd of cultists. Whilst he's got so he's got like the robes on, but he's huge, right? So people are like, oh wow, and they kind of get out of his way. But I reckon he's gonna have to sacrifice. How is he gonna do it? What's he gonna do, right? So what do we think he's got in his adventuring gear that will help? Nothing? No. So he's going to achieve his objective of getting to the front, but then he gets seen. Right? So he manages to get to the front, and they're like, we will throw the... in fact, that's it, right? He gets to the front, but it takes him a little while. So by the time he gets up to the front, they're about ready to start beheading sacrifices and throwing them into the pit. And Resma is like, you shall not do such a thing. And he pulls out his bow, his new bow, and he fires it at Matey Boy. And this fucking wolf fires out of his bow, which is a surprise to, as much a surprise to Resma as it is to whoever is about to get the angry spectral wolf chowing down on them. So let's see how this goes. And it's a body, so that's a 10, right? So Resma fires this arrow. This wolf comes out, grabs the priest man with his pointy hat and his big sword. The guy drops the sword. It kind of rattles across the floor. This wolf starts... And Resma leaps up using his massive athletic body to like grab hold of the kind of like rock face in front of this thing. And he just pulls himself up, bypassing the guys who are running down the stairs to get involved, right? And as he gets to the top, there are some more guys kind of stood up. They go, "Rah!" They run up to him with their short swords, and he grabs them and lobs them over his shoulder into the pit. And they're like, "Rah!" And right? Well, we probably just hear screaming as they tumble down this very, very deep pit. Chaos has exploded. People are pushing. The prisoners are all like, what's going on? And the crowd down here, full of cultists, are all getting angry, but of course there's very narrow ways up here, so we're all trying to get up. And Resma's just like grabbing folks and throwing them in this pit, punching guys in the face, just like shattering their jaws and everything, right? And Resma's next plan: grab the sword and kick, right, cultists off of ledges and slash them in pieces with his sword until they've thought better of it, and he's going to rescue these prisoners, right? So that's kind of what this roll's all about. Again, body roll. Resma ain't got no time for no nonsense. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So that's bad. I reckon what happens is there's a large growl from the pit, and as Resma is lobbing and kicking cultists into this hole and slashing them in half and all sorts of mega badassery, the head pointy guy is being mauled by this wolf, and then Resma's gone over and stuck his sword inside of him to make sure he finishes him off. And this beastie starts to come out, right? And its hand is the size of a house, right? And Resma's like, oh, that's a problem, isn't it? And Resma, remembering something from earlier, he described the weapon, right? It's a sword of wishes, and he looks at the sword and he goes, I wish for the giant abomination that is emerging from that hole to vanish. And it vanishes. And the sword kind of glows, and then it kind of crumbles to dust. And he goes, well, that was pleasant whilst I had it. And a cultist comes running up to him, and he boots him into the hole. He kind of flies kind of 10 foot across, and goes, Wah! And he follows up by slashing another cultist in the face. Come at me, cultists, for I am the one who will bring you doom. And the cultists are in kind of disarray because Matey Boy has just disappeared their evil god. So they're, I suspect, running away at this point. That's very much. That feels very much like you've been preparing this great monster for a fight as a ref, and you're like, aha, the big monster is here. What are you gonna do now? And the player's like, I'm gonna do this, and you go, oh well, you've vanquished the giant monster. Well done. Let's move on. And Resmer. Basically, Resmer has dealt with these colours, and these prisoners start to run away. And Resmer is going to go back up, and he's going to go into this room, right? Because we rolled a vault earlier, and I reckon this is going to be the cult's vault. And it's full of rubies and gems and all sorts, right? So we're going to treasure. Have I got a treasure table to hand? No, I know what I can do. Old school treasure table. Treasure types, there we go. I reckon this is probably like a type B, 2,000 gold pieces on average. Yeah, that sounds good. Type B. I love the fact on average. You know, those are some percentages I see there. Let's just go here. I can't be bothered to roll on copper coins because copper coins are rubbish. I'll roll twice on gold coins instead of all the others, right? 10, so that's some gold coins. 24, that's more gold coins. Okay, right, so there's 2 sets of gold coins. No gems. No jewelry. And no magic weapons. But we do get 2d6 fucking 1 and 3. So 2d3, so we've got 3 and a 1. So that's 4,000 gold pieces in assorted materials. 4,000 gold pieces. And more cave to explore. And Matey Boy's sword has been destroyed, which I'm sure is going to make him very happy. Especially given that we just used up a wish spell, which will make him even less happy. Particularly if he knew what it was. Maybe we won't go back. I don't know. But we've rescued the prisoners, which is interesting. I think Resmer is going to head out to have a little rest, and then he might come back in to keep exploring. But that's me for today. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you've had fun, and I am leaving. Goodbye. Have fun. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy